Ah, yes. I believe we're live. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jade Monkey. We're back here in Rust Console Edition. What's up? Wipe day for some people. Just a regular day for others. What is this? What? It's very weird. Okay, that's fine. Welcome. Hello. I might have fallen asleep earlier, so that's my bad. We would have been on a lot earlier. I fell asleep on the couch, and I was like, hey, all confused when I woke up. Oh, hang on. Hi. So, sorry for the late start. Hello. Welcome. What's up, Richard? What's up, dude? What's up, baby? As a matter of fact, I think the last 3 days I've been trying to, you know what I mean? I just, you know what I mean? After you eat some food, you just tap out sometimes. You just fall asleep. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe. So I woke up, I was like, oh my goodness, it's almost 11. So I had to really get going. Hi. Let me make sure I've got the chat over there so I can see what's going on. And then we'll get this over here. Sorry, I should have had all this organized, but I didn't want to be any later. Where's my... Oops, where are you? Hold on. Oh, man, I should have had all this ready. Can't we control whether or not... Yeah, on the graphics. There it is. Let me just turn that off. That's better. Hi. Ah, yes, here comes my wonderful internet. Hello. Hiya. Hi, hi. Hold on, let me make sure this is all good to go. I gotta make sure my overlay, or my notifications are over here so I can call them out. Thought it was already up. It wasn't. It says, love your tutorials and explaining about all the new updates. Thanks, man. I'm glad they're helpful. Can you tell I just woke up? I was like, oh no, I don't want to miss another stream. I'm sitting there just going, I'm glad I woke up, like, with enough time. It's very disorienting, yes. I guess I've been going a little hard in the paint. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So we're going to be checking out a few things here, and then we'll be jumping over with the boys. What's up, Fuzzy Bunny? Hi. Stab, please, what's up? Please read the chat rules, sir. Okay, gotta make sure I can see everything here, so sorry. This should have been done ahead of time. If you guys do experience any buffering, either just hang tight through it, or you can rewind the stream a little bit, and then that way you can jump over it when you hit the spike again. 100% it's on my side. I apologize. I know it's super annoying. Hang on. If you experience... Okay, I think we got that. Alright, we're going to pin that at the top for now. Okay, let's pin that. Whoopsie. It says, you don't do the hey. This is absolutely unacceptable. Say what? It says, hey, Southern Gal says, hey, I've been watching for a while and your videos really help. Thanks. Welcome to the stream if this is your first time. What's up? Hi. Alright, let me put this on so we can kind of see what's going on. So Fuzzy Bunny says, I want the Easter egg event active on PTV. Yeah, me too. That would be nice. I'm so festive. Look at me. Okay, so I think we're going this general direction. Fuzzy Bunny says, well, I hope you have a good stream. It says, I'll see you, see the bunker and then leave. Okay. There's a couple things I wanted to try out real fast. Ooh, fancy. Oh, this guy's got a target practice already set up. What a cool dude. I think we'll just go around instead of swimming. This is the new skins. I don't know if I should get them. I'm always a fan of deployables. I do like that we had another armored skin. It's wicked dark, eh? By the time we make it over and around, we should be in the clear. Yeah, the door skins are nice. I really like the last set a lot. It gave us a lot of deployables that I think a lot of people would use early to like even late game. So it's nice to see that. I'm always a fan. Just hear people ripping shots in the distance. Man, I sound raspy all of a sudden. Hi! Dude, I've been pushing it to the limits the last like 3 or 4 days. I think the last 2 or 3 days I've been trying to stream, and dude, I totally tap out after I eat dinner. Sit down somewhere, and then boom, I'm out. Yeah, I'm a fan. The sheet metal door. Yeah, the sushi one looks cool. So I'm going to buy the custom skin, and my game crashes and the shop changed. Ooh. Yeah, I noticed, like, right when it changes, sometimes it'll do that. You didn't like the burlap set this time? Which one was the burlap set? It was, was it the burlap set? I'm trying to think of which one it was. It was a repeat. Sorry, I've been going through so many videos. I can't remember which one it's on right now. I'm like, what was the thing? So yeah, fresh wipe. It's going to be very exciting. A lot of cool changes. Still, we have the audio glitch. As far as I know, I can hear the echoey thing. I'm so used to picking those up. I guess it's not a bad habit to have. Yeah. I guess we could do this anywhere. Really. You know? Let's see. So, I don't know what this is under. Oh, we could definitely do this one. Hold on. It's, shoot, which one is it? I've been on PC for a second, so the groupings are different. I'm like, oh, wait, where did it go? I can't remember where they throw the... Isn't it? It's on construction. Yeah, okay. That's why. Because that's still dark like the old one. Okay. Jeez, man, that was rough. No, it was the hoodie and the pants, I think. Yeah. The prisoner set, right? I don't mind having skins for the jacket that does the open zip. Because I think you'll see more and more of that as things kind of go on. There's fridge skins? In the current one or right now? Or just in general? Yeah, there's refrigerator skins. I got you, baby. Okay, cool. It's daytime. Perfect. What's up? What's up, King Buddha? Welcome back. He says, hey, how's life? It's good. It's great. The only bad thing this week was I kept falling asleep, dude. I was trying to do streams. And I'd like fall asleep. It'd be like midnight or something. I woke up. I'm like, huh? It's like first world problems, huh? What's up, Christopher? He says, hi. What's up? What's up? What's up, baby? What's up, baby? Da 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 da. I guess we could just like do it here. That's, you know, not a big deal. We'll just take this guy's platform. Haha. Says when my PTB updated, I thought farming 2.0. I know, right? No, not this time. I believe me, I would have told you. You have a lovely snore. What? Thank you. Since I'm a role player, so I like fridges. Refrigerators are dope. So how's everybody's wipe going so far? Good, bad, otherwise? What's up? You got raided immediately? Ooh. Were you out of the way of like major monuments, or did you? And don't get me wrong, I totally approve of taking off Zergs, but you just gotta make sure you don't leave them back to your house. Did they follow you home? Did you give them good reasons to? I know I usually do. It's usually why they don't like me. Alright, we're just gonna enclose this for a second, or leave it kind of open, I guess. Got raided a few times, but I never made my stability bunker. Oof. Yeah, it's usually about getting in there and just putting down something. I still have 2 Tommies and 1 Python. Ah. Yeah, I mean, that's how you make plays. You just don't want to lead them back to your homestead. Alright, let's throw this bad boy down real fast. We'll make a bunch of wooden locks. Alright, so I saw a couple different techniques. I can't take credit for this invisible turret. I've got the creator who did it. We'll mess with that for a minute. Then we'll see if we can do some target stuff, and then we'll jump into main. We could build the bunker that we're gonna build here if we want to. Yanti. Might as well put a bed here, and we'll be good. Don't really need much else. This is I got betrayed by my alliance. Ah, that's your first problem. The alliance. This thing wipes so often. No need for an alliance. Only temporary alliances, really. I mean, in my opinion, but I love builders I'm at. Yeah, it's nice that we can use our skins in here for sure. For sure. I'm a fan. Do things decay in Builder's Paradise? Yes, if you don't have a TC down, but things also wipe on the daily. So you can't really, you know, stick around for too long. It's just enough to have like a good session, and then it'll wipe. It's good. It keeps the performance at a certain level, which is good. We need that, because we had it the other way before, and it was quite, what's the word? Cancerous? This is what are you playing on? I'm playing on Builder's Paradise. Yeah. Okay, make sure I have everything out here. Okay. Hi. Hello. You want to see my assortment of refrigerators? If I'm not mistaken, I do believe this is all of them in the game. Hold on, let me put this one down. I did that one twice. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oops. Ooh. Oh, it's because the water's right there? No kidding. Okay. Here we go. All refrigerators in the game, Rust Console Edition, up to this point. We've got the regular refrigerator. We've got the frosty refrigerator. That frozen, I don't know what that is in the background, that kind of has a parallax to it. I believe this is the Viking refrigerator, El Refrigerador. The Baker, I like this one. The Penguin. This one's also really cool because of all the magnets on the outside. Then we got the Radioactive, which has the only glowing spot for refrigerators on the side. And then we're back to our normal refrigerator. I like it. Yes. Says it's because of my. Oh, geez. Says I had my privilege on all floors. Says I had my privilege. What is this guy? Okay. All right, buddy. Chill out. This guy comes in here talking like it's his friend's chat or something. I was like, bro, chill out. Radioactive is cool. I'm a fan. Kind of go front to back again. Check it out. All refrigerators. We have the plain refrigerator, the toxic refrigerator with the glowing spot on the side. I think this is the party animal refrigerator. This one's so good. The penguin. Bakery, Viking, ice, and then regular refrigerator. Now these are all very important because Farming 2.0, you will be using refrigerators a lot more than you typically would if you're not already using them. So that's why I'm a big fan of skin refrigerators. Yeah, it's going to be a big deal. Says Jade doesn't know what's going on in chat. What's up? I know what's going on in chat. Hi. Inbase says, Jade, should I donate with your mom's credit card? If as long as your mom's cool with it and you give me your mom's Instagram. Always a douchebag, right? Okay, so what do we have this time? We had... Does fridge need power? No, it does not. It's just one of those things because a lot of people are like, why don't you use boxes? And you certainly can with refrigerators, but the thing is, you're going to need a lot of vertical storage too because you can squeeze this in a very tight spot, like on a square. And so you'll be saving a lot of seeds, a lot of clones, stuff like that. It's going to be very, very common. Let me see. We can still make planters and stuff here, right? Yeah, there they are. And I know it seems so weird right now, but we will be using these a lot. I know. You can't even imagine it, a world where we use this. But I'm telling you, every base is going to have these planter boxes for sure. I fell outside. Oh no. What's a good starter base for a trio? The crowbar. I think I have that as a crow bar. I guess what it would be, your mom's Instagram or her OF. Either one works. So your mama said, what's up? He says, it's not weird to me. Chat's like, please drop it. I mean, that's how we're going to get the donos, right? That's how mommy makes that money. Nah, I mean, as long as she knows about it, yeah, it's fine. Is this PTB? I don't know. Okay, I gotta find, where is, oh yeah. I know this seems weird too, but. That's why I got these in advance, because like I know what's coming. And I was like, I know I'm going to want a couple of these. They're all dressed up real nice. Says, bro, they took build service off main branch. Nope, they did not. I promise. It's not going to let me place it there? Oh, I was gonna say. Yeah, there's just so many things that you would not think that we would be using with the update. But we 100% will. Every base is going to have a planter box. Every base is going to have... And then we'll have, like, with the hose tool, we'll have, like, little attachments on top. We'll touch base on that in a second. I'm trying to find... There's a couple of things I wanted to do here before we go and make our little cozy bunker. I gotta make sure I get this guy's name right, because I wanted to make sure I gave credit. It was... My notes? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, okay, I think I got it. It's Gup. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Man, I'm like, huh? Dude, I'm telling you, like, we're so used to just this being how it is, like, going outside, we plant stuff on the ground, it grows, always. We've got seeds and plants everywhere. You just go outside your base and do this, and you can do it, but I'm telling you, it's going to change, and most of them will die off, and you'll have to have some sort of indoor incubation, or it would be a greenhouse, and then you have to make sure you have lights, that it's warm enough if you're in the winter biome, and then also keep it watered over time. So, and I'm telling you, every base is going to have a spot for a little bit of crops because, hey, we all need food to respawn and then get your health back, but we also need cloth. We can still recycle cloth, but it's going to be a big deal to grow your cloth inside of the base because that's bandages, that's all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying, dude? It says, I demand answers. It says, I think Jade's the one who made the shop 20-day intervals. He says, I blame you. I have nothing to do with it. We don't even get, like, creator codes for any of that stuff, so it's not like we get anything out of it. You know what I'm saying? What's up? He says, I forgot what video it was, but I saw you talking about the camo bundle, which, it's probably a while ago since we had a camo bundle. It's been a minute. I thought we had the Target deal here. I think, yeah, we do. I did it once. Is it electric now? Oh, it is. Oh, great. Okay, okay. I was just assuming that it wasn't electric yet. Okay, that's even better. Perfect. Even better. Even better. Says, I wish you had one at this point. You deserve it. That would be nice. It would really help with, you know, the whole channel stuff. I mean, the goal is to make it full time. I mean, I think a lot of people who play games would love to have something like that, but I mean, I'm certainly no different. It would be pretty cool to have this as, like, you know, the mainstay. And it would help in that direction for sure. And I'd let you guys know if I was getting any money off of it, you know what I mean? I think that's only fair. Says, what's the worst gun besides the Yoka? Well, the Yoka's good early game. If you have no BPs, it's a great one-shot, but its failure rate is very high. That's its trade-off. Every gun has a pro and a con. I would say because we use controller a lot, the SAR can be pretty rough. It's not to say people can't master it, but I gotta tell you, it's one that I typically would get on PC, but I don't really get it now. Mostly because it's just kind of, you know, and I bet I can tweak my settings a bit further, but yeah, I think that's the main reason why I don't use the SAR. So I know, hot take, I would say the SAR is probably the worst gun for us on console right now, but I guess its utility did just go up because we've got power surge and customizable turrets. So the SAR is not bad for a turret slot. So if you get one, I mean, use it. It's not the worst thing, but... And I think the P2 was also like that as well. The P2 was very versatile because it was a very nice gun for, well, A, you could put attachments on it, but also it was decent with a mouse and keyboard for like aiming. But here, I still see people proficient with it, but I don't see it being in the mainstream meta. But it definitely, its utility did go up with the customizable turrets because you can really stack a turret, and then you can also use pistol rounds. So you have a highly customizable turret weapon that uses pistol bullets. So the P2's value's gone up, but I don't use it as much as I typically would have in the past. Like as far as like gameplay. Know what I'm saying? Any tips for recoil? Says I'm already good at the MP5. Well, the MP5 is kind of good like that. It's a good up close or mid weapon. You just get it in someone's chest. You know, another gun that's really good like that is the I just drew a blank. The custom with the boost. Believe it or not. Is this server eating it? Wow. Okay, the server might be crashing. I knew it. Give me just 1 second. Chinaris. This is the news on that you make is very helpful. Thanks, Pad42. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. What's up, Dash Boy? Since the build service haven't worked all day. It says I could do it this morning, but my server history it couldn't be searched. Ah. Well, it's shown up for me for now, but I did just crash out of it, so. I love the water pipe. The water pipe's such a. Think about it. It is a no component shotgun, and it's an upgraded Yoka, is what it is, and it's cheap. It's a level 1. You can go to the outpost and craft it. At the right time, the water pipe is devastating. Give me a sec. I'm just popping back in. Cheap's my middle name. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why the yoke is so tight. Like, you've got it as a default. Its downside is you don't quite know if you're going to land the shot. But let's be honest, dude. You get right up on someone's tuts, and you get that thing and it fires. It doesn't matter if they're geared or not. They're going to be hurting. That's what makes it so good, baby. It's all in the hips, baby. Yeah, water pipe is mean. I like it. Well, it's a no component consistent shotgun. I gotta tell you, water pipe is like one of the things I try to get right away. And then I pretty much stick on water pipe or double barrel and a Timmy, and then we just kind of get gains off of everybody else at that point. You know, why not? I gotta be honest. How many times in a wipe, anybody, how many times in a wipe have you crafted an AK? I haven't crafted an AK in, I think, 9 months. Maybe more, right? I just don't. We use them. We get them all the time. We never, it's so expensive. I'd rather take the metal and stick it on the base, right? So I never craft AKs anymore. Unless we have to, right? Like, it's expensive across the board. Think about it. You've got rare components in this weapon. You've got HQM, right? You can upgrade like 2 walls with that, right? Is that right? Is it 2 walls? Anyways, so yeah, I don't really craft AKs anymore. We take them. I usually make a Timmy, and we smoke full metal kit boys, and then we just take their weapons, and then we use them for the entire wipe. And then once you have 1 AK, just get another one, and you're all set. What about you? I always let other people take the burden of crafting them. I mean, think about it, especially if you're solo. I mean, if you're sitting in the money, then yeah, so be it. But for the most part, I typically just take them. You know, we paint them up. Says, heck yeah, I says I'm lucky with the Python or Timmy. Yeah. I suppose if I get my settings right, I could get better with the the Python. Because the Python is mean. Although I felt like I was better with the Python with the mouse and keyboard, you know, like on computer, but... it must be super deep. Well, hey, good news. If you're looking for aim training or target practice servers, they are on testing branch. They were on main branch, but it now has Builder's Paradise, as you can see. But if you need to practice, go to just search target over on PTB. And if you don't have PTB and you need to upgrade your base version, there's a skin that does that. I believe it's called the Cobalt Combat Pack. That's a skin, and it'll also include the PTB access, and it is a separate download. So if you need target practice and you wonder where it went, that's where it went. Oh, what's up, Uzi Jeff? It's been a minute. Says it's been a long time. Hope you've been well, Jade. He says life took over for took a lot of my time. Hey, it's all good, man. It happens. I get it. And then we'll try doing. We'll mess around with this for a minute, and then we'll go do the base build that we're gonna be doing. Know what I'm saying? Says my team and I use your door setup. Says it's really OP. The Jade smart doors. If so, that's awesome. Glad to hear it. Says, well, I hope your week's going well, Jay. Thanks for the post to keep us preoccupied for the time between. Yeah. Appreciate the stream. Yeah, brother. So we were talking this weekend. A lot of people have been asking us, the boys, right? Like the boyfriend squad, like BioLazer, RazorTube, myself. They're like, hey, you guys should play Sons of the Forest. I don't know if it's already been passed already, if people care, if they don't care. But we might try it this weekend. We'll still be doing Rust, obviously. But we might throw that in the mix. And I know we'll do another, at least one more KSP stream for the weekend. Obviously, we'll keep playing KSP too, but, you know, so we're getting pretty good. Like, we landed on the moon last time, so looking forward to all the extra stuff that we'll be doing on the weekend as well. Ooh, you know what else we'll be doing too? I just remembered this. Star Citizens 318 just hit. Ooh, we might have to squeeze that in with the boys. That's going to get rowdy. Space Pirates. We're going to get dirty. Okay, there's something else. I want to check some recoil on this real fast. We don't have the machined one. We could test this guy. Ah, there you go. The Jade Dragon. What's up? It says, dude, the Sons of the Forest, they'll definitely be there for that. I know, I don't know anything about it, which is kind of perfect. Because then we'll just kind of go in and just be stupid about it. Which is the best. I think for us, that's our sweet spot, I think. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm down. Alright, I guess we'll stand here and we'll try some of the recoil for this. Alright, so we'll do P2 and the revolver. So revolver, just standard, stock, and then the P2 comparison. Alright, here we go. And now we've got the P2. Bring her down. Oh, you know what? We're going to have to do that again. We're going to need some more height on that. Oopsie. Yeah, I've heard Sons of the Forest is good. Yeah, there's like so many cool things we'll be putting in the rotation. Plus, we got like fresh wipe going on. So we're going to be doing some Rust. We definitely have a lot of Rust videos coming through the pipeline. A lot of very exciting stuff. A lot of cool streams for that. Ooh, I know we were talking on, it was a couple of videos ago. I was talking about how we'll do like house calls for electricity. I'd like to squeeze that in this weekend as well. So we got a lot of cool stuff going on. So if you've got a base going with the boys and you need somebody to help set up your electricity, I'll do it live on stream. Obviously, I'll come in there. You guys give me authorization. We'll do the setup live on stream, and then I'll leave the server. So hopefully it de-aggroes you. You guys will see just how bad the stream snipers are. I think if you have a base already, you should be fine. Especially if I'm setting up your electricity, you know what I'm saying? Okay, what were we doing? Oh, yeah. I gotta knock this down. I know it's crazy to think, but you're gonna be putting this and this on your base. I know. It's hard to even fathom such a thing. And this guy too, but this will be gold for you. Right? Things that you'll be adding to. You're using a lot more. Seeing in your base, I think, a lot more than you typically would. What's the other one? There's another goofy one too, and this is another reason why I picked up a lot of these skins that had these on them, or for the chair, because it's so OP. Water pep. It's this one, and then we've got, what else? I love this furnace. It's so legit. Don't you think? I love it so much. It's so good. I'm excited. I think farming's really going to add a lot for us. Like a lot. Here's some more things that you'll see when Farming 2.0 comes out that you don't typically see right now. Refrigerators. We've got the water storage, the water catcher. I know. We're going to see a lot more crop plots. Actually, it's a necessity now. And then you'll see things like chairs and water purifier stations as well. The chair is kind of an odd one because you're like, hey, what do I do? Well, you eat one piece of food, sit down, and boost your comfort. And that's how you restore after you respawn. So it's going to change the game a lot across the board, whether you're PvP, a base builder, or even just a PvEer. Know what I'm saying? Says, I like Temple 1 if the eyes glow. Prank call other players. Oh, yeah, you're talking about the phone. I know, that would be so sick. Dude, I'm so excited for custom servers because we'll be able to like bring you guys in. We'll do like arenas, like we'll build like this, a giant arena, and I'll have like a spectator spot on the top, or I'll just be an admin and I can just sit there at the top, and then you guys can just duke it out. I'll jump in the arena, although let's be honest, it's not hard to kill me. I'm the worst, but that's what makes it so much fun. Wouldn't that be sweet, dude? We just have like, all right, Steve wants to clap freaking Becky's cheeks, and then you're like, get in the arena. Oh, I'm looking forward to it so much. It's gonna be so good. I got that sneaking suspicion that we're gonna be seeing this thing in short order. I gotta just get up on the frame here. There we go. Yeah, not being able to fly around and make adjustments is annoying, but hey, it is what it is. Alright, so that one's stuck like that. That's fine. We just need enough here so we can see where the recoil hits, and we'll be fine. make this stone because it just, you know, we can see it better. It says, would you help somebody with electronics? Absolutely. We'll do it live on stream. So, and I think the way we're going to do this, just bear with me, just make sure if you're interested in it, you sign up on the Discord. Just get into my Discord. It takes a minute. You need to have like a phone. It just, and you need to like verify it. It just keeps back on the spam. It got real bad. Discord's got better tools now, but it's still pretty spammy sometimes. So we had to turn on, what do they call it? Authentication. So yeah, just do it now, and then that way you'll be ready for like whenever we do the stream, which will possibly be Friday or Saturday. Okay, cool. Now we can see the recoil. Beautiful. Says, will you make a custom server? 100%. Here's the plan so far. And obviously, we don't have any hookups as far as, like, as of today. I don't know. I haven't talked to anybody at Double 11, so it's not like we get the servers for free. So we have to buy them. So, like, any donations or memberships go to that kind of stuff. So I know we're going to have 2 servers. We're going to have one that's bi-weekly. Vanilla rates, that one's going to probably be the one that most people play on after things settle in, and then we'll have an event server where we like we'll bring people in to do like arenas, we'll do like races, jumping puzzles, we'll have like raid events and stuff, and like anybody can join it. Anybody can join any of the servers. So if you don't want to pay the money for it, you're like good to go. You just join us. And then if we need like another type of server, then we'll add it in the mix. And then anybody who's a member of the channel, we'll try to give like special access to, like we'll give you, I think, as far as I know, because it's hard to say what we're going to promise because we don't know what's going to be on the list, but I think there's VIP. So, like, I think we can put you on the, basically, if you're on the VIP list, I think you use server, what's it called? Q-skip. So it's just a nice thank you for people that are members to the channel. So we'll try to implement that the best way possible. We'll try to invite you guys in, when we start the event to give you guys first dibs on stuff, which I think will be a lot of fun. If you guys want to come around and see how the sausage is made. And even, like, you know, leave your mark on, like, the arena or something. That would be fun. So, yeah, we'll be doing those at least. And then if we have a need for, you know, more stuff, we'll do that. So, Jade, can you have a boot camp? Yeah, I don't see why not. All right, let me see if we can get... All right, let's do this comparison real quick. Okay, so we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5... 4.5 squares away. We're going to compare the P2 and the Python recoil. So here we go. P2 first. Ooh, that walked up pretty high. And now we have the Python. This is going to have a lot of kick as well. Right there. We'll start in the middle. So there we go. That's the P2. Recoil vanilla. Right up the wall. And now we have the Python. Ooh, that actually knocked down the target. Yeah, it's right up the wall. So there you go. And that's 4.5 squares away on vanilla rust. Sausage being made. Whoa. Yeah, you like that? Was it P2 in Python? Weekly, yeah, weeklies feel a bit too fast. They're nice because they're like refreshing. But I'm telling you, bi-weeklies for people that have like work or school or something, it's the preferred one, to be honest. I think. I mean, between all the people that play, my friends, we've been playing like the PC version like since it's been in early access. So yeah, it's the one we play all the time, dude. It's so much fun. It like gives you time to do stuff. And then I think what would be cool is if we have like a third server, or maybe we tweak that first one. We like, hey, maybe we wanna you know, set up like PvP only on the weekends, or maybe raiding only on the weekends. That would be tight, right, on the bi-weekly? Because then people like have jobs and stuff, like have a chance. So I don't know if that'll be the third server, if we'll mix it in. But I'm really interested in having a standard rate bi-weekly server because I think a lot of people would like it. And we'll play on there too, so it'll be fun, man. Now we can ban anybody using M and K. Anybody who's being like saying no words, we can ban them and you just don't have to worry about it. And we can do like village events so much easier that way. I think it'd be fun for the population too. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we had another... Let's get these going. Alright, so we have the Python. I'm sorry, this is the Python. What is this? I have to remember what we're looking at here. Revolver recoil versus the P2 recoil at 4.5 squares away. Vanilla Rust. Let's start in the center here. Here we go. Here's the revolver. That's with no pulling down. Let's switch to the P2. Ooh, I knocked down the target. Go me. Here's the P2 vanilla. So there you go. Revolver vanilla and the P2. So you can see with no pulling down, the P2 really's got some kick. But it's not so bad because now that we have customized turrets, this P2 is money. I mean, think about it. It's a way to customize your turret even further. So the P2 is not bad. Deeper magazine. Interesting, right? I love this game. It's so awesome. I love this game. It says, can you help me understand my teammate's logic? He took out 6 AKs, 6K stone, and 6 garage doors. I'd say your buddy needs to like feel. Yeah, see, that's a hard one. Because when you go out with like, here's the thing: when you go out, if you're kind of poor and you don't have a lot of AKs, and someone's just walking outside with an AK, and it's not like the end of the wipe, that guy needs to understand the value of loot better, because he's just walking out the door with. He needs to farm all the stuff he just lost. Is basically what he needs to do. Every time he loses it, he needs to farm the entire set, the rare parts, the high quality, especially AKs, because people that just take out AKs are people that have had AKs handed to them, or they've been playing in Zergs and they don't know how much it costs. Because when you're in a smaller group and you have a guy walking out with AKs and full metal kits, you're walking out with like a fully high quality base in that guy's back pocket. You have like a 1x2 on that guy's hotbar and on his attire, right? Do you know what I mean? And everybody needs to feel that burn and go, oh, that's why that's valuable. And then it's got rare items on it. Like an AK has the rifle body. That's rare. You know, in terms of like our loot pool for components, it's up there with like tech trash. It's rare, dude. It's valuable and it's rare. So like, yeah, it's not the matter of like, oh, I could go farm that and whatever. Then go farm it and then go lose it. Don't take the bases or the team's stuff and then go lose it. Oof, dude, I would yeah, I'm going like dad mode, right? It's just, I would love to give that dude a stern talking to. Because it's like, it's the team's effort that he's walking out the door with. 6 garage doors, that's just foolish. Now, everybody makes mistakes. Sometimes you get in the heat of battle and you don't realize you walk outside with it, fine. But like, if this guy's habitually doing it, then that's a problem. Yeah, make him farm the components too. It'd be like, run launch site until you get that rifle body, you piece of... Right? Right? Walking outside with anything more than 1 AK, unless you've got a specific purpose, is absolute lunacy. I said it. It's ridiculous. I tell you what, you wouldn't last long on our team like that. And what's cool is like my team knows the value of loot, so they would be on you before I would say anything. All right, we're gonna try the other build I was thinking of here. Now this isn't my setup. Although we will be using variation of this. I'll do the best I can to set up, and then we'll go make our little cozy base. You guys want to see the cozy bunker, cozy electric bunker here first, or do you guys want to see it in the wild? That's 300 HQM. Do you see what I mean? Like, even if you're landing good monuments, 300 HQM is ridiculous. Like, you shouldn't be walking out there. And then let's not forget, the best defensive component, the most valuable defensive component, if you don't believe me, look at the cost of this at Outpost. I can tell you what it is right now off top, 120 scrap, are gears. Anything with gears equal defense on your base, whether it's armored doors or it's roller boys. We call them garage doors, but roller boys. So, like, if you have some dude walking out with a bunch of defensive stuff, a bunch of gears, and this guy's losing it, he's like, oh, my bad, or he can't be bothered to hear the logic behind it, then it's probably something you don't want to be playing with a lot. At least in this game. You got to be able to hear the reason. A lot of times if you talk to people and reason and you communicate, it's fine. But like, if this guy won't hear it, then that's probably somebody you don't want to play with long term. Or play a serious wipe with him, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to. Because it's like, you know, that's annoying. That's very annoying. I'm just hearing about it makes my skin crawl, dude. Yeah. I don't like it. So funny, he got mad at me. I said that's when I took out the AK and he takes out 6. Yeah, I mean, you guys, I would suggest talking about it in a very calm terms. Like, don't get people fired up. Because typically, if you want understanding to happen, people's feelings being hurt or being upset, there's usually bad communication. These are some corporate tips for you, too. So it's best to kind of keep it neutral. You got to be the bigger person and really think it through. So that's what's called having tact. It's hard, though, especially when you're like, what are you doing with that? It's hard. It's a skill. That's why people are like, man, I want to be like a manager, like manage people. I'm like, no, you don't. It's the worst. It's the worst. Having to like corral people, and you're basically the guy that says no all the time. Or the guy that says no enough that people are like, ah. That's why I always find it so funny when people get like drunk with power in real life or in game. Or even as Discord mods. Right? Where they're like, oh, I'm just going to flex my power. I'm like, you've clearly never worked in the real world or had any semblance of power. Because when you go drunk with power, if you're a Discord mod or a manager in real life or whatever it may be, right? It's kind of silly because once you realize what it is, you're like, oh, it's not like, I guess it's more about, the people that get drunk with it, it's more about they've never had it and they like the control, I guess, but... Dude, that's overrated, man. Screw that. I can do it if I need to. It's not my favorite thing. I dislike it immensely. If I can pawn it off to somebody more qualified, I definitely will. Not a fan. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, yeah, well, I just went on a rant there. So, yeah, what I was trying to say is just try to communicate the best you can. It's gonna take some time, especially if they're all, like, butthurt about it. So try to, like... figure out their angle, but like really try to communicate. Don't just yield, but try to communicate like, hey, this is why we don't want to do that. Or just understand like if they're the ones in charge of that wipe or whatever, then just be like, hey, when I play with you, I know it's not serious for me because you're just going to walk out with all our hard work in like 2.5 seconds. And that's if you just play normal. Like, and if they're a content creator, that's different because sometimes you run out because, you know, content, but... Oh, you got me all fired up just thinking about that, dude. You want me to talk to him? Put him in the chat, dude. I'll tell him what's up. Be like, Steve, what are you doing? I want to see how well this works for us. I know we have some limitations in how this gets implemented. I think 3 of these will make the loop we're looking for. So let's just... Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have just put them on the side here. Bear with me. This will be good. This comes from... I want to make sure I get the name right. This comes from GUP, G-U-P-P. And I'll try to put all the links and stuff properly. But this is essentially an invisible turret. And I think he's the originator. At least he's the first one I saw do it. So hopefully he attributes the person he found it from. If he didn't invent it. As far as I know, he's the one that did it. I've seen this before, but like I liked his implementation of it. I thought it was really cool. So just to be clear, you know. But yeah, just get the wheels turning for everybody, because possibilities are quite endless with Rust, and I love that about this game. I love this game. Can we squeeze that in the corner? Ooh, with the triangle that makes it a bit difficult. Let's see if we can knock this out, maybe. Will it stick through the window? I don't think it will it? Ah, yes, it doesn't. Okay, well, now we know. We'll have to keep it from the back. That's fine. We can handle that. Hopefully by the time we're done with this, it'll be daytime so you guys can see it better. Yeah, if you want to put him in the chat, dude, I'd be more than happy to talk to him. I'll probably be more dad mode with him, so if he's a stronger personality, he may not like that off the rip. So just know, I could very well just agitate the ever-living shit out of your friend. Which, again, I'm 100% comfortable with. Just letting you know. This may be a bad thing for you. So I'm wondering... Oh, is it just not going to let me put it that close? I guess not. Oh, no, it does. Oh, it just had to cool down. Okay. Here, let me put the candle. I think the candle's better for us to see, right? Let's try that. This is the one I like to fish with. Is that better? Ooh. Romantic. If I took out my M2s, I would be off the team. Well, that's the other thing, too. Like, where do you sit in the pecking order? And that's why usually you got to have somebody that knows how to manage resources well. And get the team together if you're going to play in a bigger group. And if he's like your friend in real life, that's cool. Just know that like when you play with him, it's going to be a different type of wipe. Or try to talk. If he's your friend, you should be able to talk to him. Be like, hey, how are we trying to play this wipe? We just going super aggro, and we don't care if we lose the loot, or do we want to be more like, you know, build it up to the top and take over? And be like, what's your plan for that? And don't be afraid to play alone. Sometimes doing a wipe alone gives you a better appreciation for the loot. Same with him. Because if you've been playing in a big group for a while, it's real easy to get disconnected, I think. What do you guys think in the chat? I think so. Alright, so I've seen this same trick with, what do you call it? Jeez, I just stroked out again. With the piping system, which it does work very well. This will take a lot more to do, though. Does this, what was that thing? It's the Etch a Sketch. That's what it is. Where you try to do the line. That's what this feels like. Oh, yeah. But you can do it. Christmas likes work pretty well like that. Yeah, I've seen this, yeah. I don't think, the one I saw, there's been a couple people that have done this, but the one that recently got me was the GUP one. It's so much easier to do with the mouse and keyboard, to be honest. That's why sometimes when we do our builds, sometimes we take them to PC. Well, A, because we have a custom server, but more importantly, because we can fly around. And we could just, I don't know, like the builds take a minute, so I hope that it's better for you guys when you watch it back. And also we can give like an aerial view because we can like fly away. Because I don't know about you, when I'm building like somebody's build, knowing what the floor plan is very useful to me as well. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm the doucher here, but put that in like a darker room. Ugh. Dirty. Takes a minute to hide, but man, this one's filthy, isn't it? You're not really gonna know what's happening until it's too late. And then, surprise, water pipe. Water pipe. This is quite tedious without a mouse. That's alright, we'll get there. Oh, that's getting there. Let's say that's almost enough to confuse you. You could probably go down to really confuse the matter. This one works best when she sits back in the seat of the triangle. Yeah, having the like halfway up through like a window slat is dirty. You've seen this on builds now. It's becoming more popular for like the bigger bases and stuff where you've got these peaks that happen, like the cut up to the top floor. It's definitely a lot more popular, but let's do a couple like this and see where it takes us. See if we can confuse the matter maybe a little bit, because it's really all you need to do is it's just camo for the turret. That's it. That didn't help our situation, did it? No. We'll just keep going across. But you get the idea, right? So my teammates get annoyed quite easily. Well, I would suggest, yeah, you can still play with them, but like maybe you just don't play as much, and then maybe try going solo a little bit. I think you might have more fun. Or just go solo on that server, or like find another server and just go solo, like find a weekly or something. You know what I mean? It's not bad. Yeah, people play it like it's Ark, like somehow you're gonna lose months of time. It's like literally these things wipe every day, or not every day, but every week or at the end of the month. So it's like you might as well get in there and have a fun. Like I don't know, it's not the only way to play, but I think it helps to know like what your team's about before you jump in and commit a bunch of time. Especially if you're not having a good time most of the wipes. I think for us, if we go in and we have like a lot of fun and we use most of our loot and stuff, that's a fun wipe for us. I'll be like, yeah, we did everything we wanted to do. Because we literally like we're getting a fresh wipe like every day or every other day because we move around so much. But like even if we sat and played the whole wipe, it's still about like how much fun did we have? Was that like, you know what I mean? And I think that's the way to play it. So then you're like, look, we're gonna have a wipe, so you might as well get in there and just have fun. And the Zergs love to build huge, but the thing is, they burn out so quick because the upkeep is so crazy, and they're usually gone after like a couple of days. Even on like monthlies, they get like that. Or they get so big, they get everybody off the server, and then they're like, man, we're bored, so let's go raid all the 2x1s, which kills the server population. And then like the thing that used to rejuvenate it were the wipes and stuff, you know? Trying to really get this one. Says my phone died, but I have a conversation with him. Nice. If you see a bunch of cables like this, run. It's not safe. Yeah, I'll need a couple more across the top. The customs shop? No, not yet. I wish. Here's what we do have on customs at the moment. Dude, I love just chilling and playing and shooting the stuff with the chat. It's the best. You know? That's why like the last couple days where like I fell asleep. I was like, it's like when you don't get to game for the night, you just like, you get like mad about it. You get pissy. You're like, man, I could have been clapping cheeks. Opinion on Kanye. I know he did a lot of crazy stuff, and it's probably a trap for me to even answer it because I know YouTube's pretty sensitive about stuff. I always thought he was a bit unbalanced. So, I don't know. Clearly he needs help in his life. Because if he's like having an episode, he's got some mental thing going on, it's sad that people are letting him. You know what I mean? It's like taking somebody that's having like a psychotic episode and being like, hey, you want an interview? It's irresponsible for both parties. It's not a cop-out for him, but it's sad, you know? Probably all I can comment on. YouTube's so sensitive. But I mean, I liked his stuff beforehand, but I always thought he was a little unstable. But he made so many good hits that people kind of just ignored it. I mean, let's not forget when he said, what? It was some kind of fundraiser, and he said something with Michael Myers, and even you could see the look. I'm sure you can look it up. You could see the look on Michael Myers' face, and he's like, what are you doing? He went off script, and you could tell. That's camouflage, boys. That's looking real good. So it's not the first time he's gone ham. It's just sad, you know? Somebody that needs help. But at the same token, he's also done everything himself, so he's a grown man. Responsibility for his actions. But also, it's very clear to me that he also needs help. It's sad because, like, he's got kids too, so him doing this in the public and not getting help isn't helping the way his kids perceive him either, which is sad because there's no reason for that. Somebody had a hot take. I think it was on the Flagrant 2 podcast, trying to like dissect why he thought that was a good idea. It wasn't. None of it's a good idea. I thought it was kind of an interesting take on things. It's like, oh. But I mean, you can't just go in and say wild stuff and be like, my bad. Like you gotta take responsibility for what you're doing, because it's not like he's new to the game. You know what I mean? He's an adult. He's been doing what he's been doing for a long time, so there's really no excuse for it. It's sad. It's really sad. Oh, okay, yeah, Philip. That's a good idea. We'll try it with Crush. Yeah. Good call, man. Good call. Dude, that is dirty, right? That is filthy. This is the Goober podcast? Okay. Yeah, Flagrant 2 talked about it. I think he's in the thumbnail or whatever. I thought it was kind of an interesting take. They've got a pretty big mix, and that's all his like friends and stuff, so I thought it was pretty good. It's sad, you know? Because it's like, it's sad if he's really means it. It's like, even if he doesn't mean it, it's sad to say that kind of stuff because it's still very damaging. And like, he's an adult, so you gotta, you know, you still gotta take responsibility. So him getting like dropped and stuff, obviously should happen because he's, you know, he's unhinged. You hope that he doesn't mean it, but either way, it's damaging, and he has like kids, so it's super sad. What was he on? I thought it was funny when I just saw clips. I didn't see the whole thing, but like I think he was on the Alex Jones thingy, and like you could see him go, "Whoa, buddy!" Like if you got Alex Jones saying, "Hold your horses," you know you're in deep water by yourself. I thought that was kind of interesting. I was like, "Wow, man, that's a pretty good litmus test for like maybe you should do some self-evaluation." Maybe what you're saying isn't the best thing you've ever said. Maybe you're on your own. Yeah, that was kind of, you're like, for somebody who says the wildest stuff, for him to say, well, I don't know about that. It was kind of like, whoa, if he double takes, what's going on? I'm even afraid to say that guy's name because I know YouTube's real sensitive about it. Just like the whole Pandy Wandy stuff. Isn't that weird, dude? Like, there's certain things we can't talk about. And there's certain things that this channel is not about. Obviously, it's not about politics or, like, religion or stuff. I think it's important for people to have grounding in, you know, those things, whether you believe or not, and have opinions about stuff. But, like, you know, that's not what this channel is about, and I don't want people to get all mad at each other. I want this to be, like, entertainment. I want us to all come together and have fun playing games. But, like, there's also certain things you can't talk about on YouTube that I kind of avoid because, you know, it's hard enough to make ends meet when you're not getting like shadow banned and stuff. So there's other things we just, as creators, we just know what we should stay away from. And it's funny where people are like, are there shadow bans? I'm like, yes. Anybody who's a creator can tell you there are certain topics you just don't touch. Not that we want to, but you know what I mean. So do you know when the Easter event's going to be? I don't know. Hopefully soon. I think it'll either be, well, it could be this weekend or it'll be like a week, is kind of my guess. I think they might try it on the weekend. If they're trying to go with Populous Hit, then I'd say the weekend. But if they're trying to go like Populous Hit and then like not have the event active for too long, so it's more of a surprise, then I'd say probably a week. Populous Hit, that's, what's the term? I think that was like a gaming term. If they're trying to get like the most concurrent to bang on the pipes, then I'd say they're going to do it this weekend. If that's the goal. Dude, so both, I got some really cool build stuff coming up. I don't know if we'll be able to cover it tonight, but definitely this weekend. Like, not only stuff that we can do now, but like stuff that's coming that's very exciting. And then stuff that mixes the two things, like what we have now and what's like around the corner. Because let's be honest. This update's like, you know, a month away or a month and a half away for PTB. Right? Unless there's a delay, and that could totally happen. But like, as things typically go, that's usually where this thing sits. So, you know, it's looking pretty good for us. Dude, I know people knock on the console version. And yes, by no means are they like innocent as far as like, you know, it's not perfect. But I do think, and a lot of people don't really think about this, we have a lot of quality of life that PC didn't have in 2018 or 2019 or even 2020. So like, the fact that we've got tech tree, we've got farming and electricity, we have the more advanced version of electricity, which is beautiful. And then we're going to go right into farming. Like, we've got a lot of cool stuff that off the rip. And to be fair, if we're running 2018 Rust and they had the same hardware as core systems on PC, this game would not run because Unity is a hog. So like, it is amazing that it runs. Yes, it has its performance issues, right? Like, I'm not saying it's perfect, but yeah, we have a lot of like advantages to this. We have old recoil still. We've got a lot of quality of life that other people just don't have, or like the PC version didn't have for a long time, or it took a long time for it to come in. So it's nice, dude. We're in a good place. And then, you know, if people are like, hey, I want to play PC, go ahead. Nothing wrong with that. Go for it, baby. We have options to play Rust where we want to, and that's awesome. The community's getting bigger. We get to experience it. It's hot. And to be fair, we'll be doing a couple runs over on PC, so. But you do know we main on console, so. I think it'd be fun to mess around a little bit with the boys, you know, for like a night. What's up, Mr. Davies? It says, how many Zergs are on console, and how profitable are the solo duo servers going to be? Profitable as far as rating? Is that what you're talking about? Wow, that's odd. Okay, so just something I thought was very interesting. This came from the user Gup. This is a invisible turret, and if you look back here, you can see that we use the wire cable to completely obscure the turret that's running. So I just use door controllers there. And then if you stand back far enough here, you really can't tell what's going on. So if you kind of put some other things around here, this can definitely blindside people as they come in. So I thought this invisible turret setup was quite unique. The user tag will also be in the description. Yes, I'll put it in the chat too. I think this works. Can I type it like this now? Here, let's look. Here, let me get the full link, because I don't know if it's auto-completing for me. think that's right, with 2 P's. Yep, I found him. Okay, yeah, so it's YouTube and then ad. Okay, that's cool. The URL's like that. Okay, there you go. The burger shop, that's the one. Well, I saw somebody else do it initially, and I think that person that I saw like a year ago do it with wire cables. I'd like to attribute it to the person that actually created it, but I thought it was pretty cool. This is the one I most recently saw, so I want to make sure I put his tag on there. He used industrial pipes, but I thought this was quite unique, and we could definitely use it here. So you can use that in many different ways. Somebody's talking about the recoil for caution. What did you want to see? You wanted to see, was it the P2 and the revolver? Or do you want to see it crouched and uncrouched? Or do you want to see these two? Or, you know, let's do them both. Pipes are a lot better, yeah. You don't have to put as many. But it's doable for us. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Alright, so revolver, crouched and uncrouched. So here's revolver, just vanilla. Then we'll reload it, and then we'll do uncrouched. And we'll try to aim right at the center of this target, and we're 4.5 squares away. Definitely seems a lot tighter. So uncrouched rev, and then crouched. And a couple shots did hit the target down here. Not bad. Let's wait for those to clear up. Then we'll do P2 crouched and uncrouched. Just waiting for the bullets to clear so we know what's going on. Ooh, baby. Dirt Rider was the first. Ah, yes. That does sound familiar now. Was he the first? There's a couple of guys that are like on the bleeding edge of like the new stuff, and then they don't really post a whole lot, but then these other creators kind of like see it. I mean, they always credit the person, which is great. And I do try to do that. I do try to make sure there's a link, and I do try to say who it is. Do we have a cargo? I think we have a cargo guide. Let me see. Is it cargo guide? Says I'm gonna go to sleep. Hope to see you tomorrow. Okay, zombie. Thanks for coming by, dude. Alright, so P2 crouched and uncrouched. So we're 4.5 tiles away. We'll aim in the center. So uncrouched. Ooh, kind of drifting. That's the P2 to be expected. Now we're gonna do crouched here on the right. Let me just get it all lined up. Ooh, definitely a lot better. Uncrouched up the wall. And then crouched, P2. Let's try that one again. Because I kind of like, I didn't go as fast as I could with that, and I think it might have affected the results. Yeah, I do remember Dirt Rider using it to some effect. I think he's the one that did it with wires, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and anytime I miss somebody's credit, I always try to throw it up in the description and then the pinned comment and stuff. I do try to call it out too, and I do try to link directly to the person. You know, I think it's important. And it's cool, like I get people to use other people's ideas and stuff, that's fine. It's just nice to credit the people that are doing the work. Okay, we have a clear stage. Let's get in there. The instant crafting is nice. Four and a half tiles away. Crouched versus uncrouched P2. So uncrouched right at the target. Let's get it lined up. To be expected, climbs the wall. And now here's the crouched version of the P2. Let's get it centered, and I'll try to go rapid fire. So even still, it looks like that cluster, the wall climb isn't quite as bad. Just remember, a few shots did hit the target, and then this is the crouched version, and then this is the uncrouched that goes all the way up. Nice. Then we'll do P2. P2. Crouched versus uncrouched. Then maybe we'll go do the bunker action. He says Rust console skins are much more intricate than PC. Well, I don't know if they're intricate. I mean, they're different. There's a lot of really cool skins for both sides, but the PC's been around for longer, so I think you're going to see more variety over there. Know what I'm saying? Okay, so crouched recoil comparison. 4.5 tiles away between P2 and revolver. So P2 crouched. Doesn't climb quite as high. Now revolver crouched on the right. Here we go. Let's get to the center. Much tighter. So remember, a few shots did hit the target. We have about 4 that hit this target. So that's crouched revolver. And this is crouched P2. There are certain weapons that are affected by crouching, and there are certain weapons that aren't. If I recall, I want to say the SAR is one of those. I do want to say that, yeah. Did we do Python and revolver yet? Oh, did we? I don't think we did. Okay, so revolver versus Python recoil. Here we go. Revolver, and now let's do the Python on the right. Get that lined up. Just remember, a few shots did hit the target. So revolver, vanilla, Python on the right. It's a wild boy. Then we'll do these as the things clear, and we'll do these as crouched. Python turrets are OP. Have you guys had a chance to do those yet? They're nasty. You like the Shark Garage turret? Yeah, it's pretty sweet, right? Yeah, there are some animated ones on our side that I don't see over on the PC side, which is nice. We're just waiting for these pistol rounds to disappear. We'll probably have enough time to get the wipe started, maybe get our bunker down. I think we'll do the wedge, the electric wedge, and then we'll see where we're at with the stream. Because I don't want to stay up too late. I mean, I do want to stay up late tonight and like play hard, but like if we kind of sleep like normal people, what's that like? I think we'll have a better chance of going hard in the paint on Friday. I don't want to fall asleep Friday night. That feels like the worst thing in the world. Where you're just so exhausted. Alright, so Python crouched versus revolver crouched. And now let's do revolver crouched on the right. Get it right in the center. Crouch revolver. Crouch python. Remember, a lot of it did hit the target this time. So definitely a difference between crouching with these two weapons. I like it. What do you guys think? Trying to think if we could do the cozy version of this here. It wouldn't be bad to get it going. Is that ludicrous to just be dropping this kind of stuff? You're like, why? It feels bad. You know, I think we'll try it here. Yeah, we'll try it here. Okay. Let me try to get a few of these things already crafted up. Some of the things that we will be using. Switch. Combiner. We running out of space yet? No, we're good. Combiner. Let's see, what else? Couple combiners. Looking good there. Door. Yeah, I guess we can try to do this. Hopefully this doesn't take too long, because you know, some people start on Friday, some people don't. So I just want to make sure people have some options. I feel like I'm trying to think in my head. Oh yeah, we need some Fernacios. And then we have some windows, right? Yeah, we got like 1 or 2 of those. That's good. Oh yeah, sleeping bag, of course. What else are we missing? Do these stack now? I think they do. Okay, good. So we have that. We have the back door. We've got... Alright, we just gotta go find some train and let's go do it. The Valentine's Day door was like an illusion. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I liked it. Wet wipe. For what? Alright, so this one, I believe, it is on, I know it's on the channel. It's called the electric wedge. But we're going to show you how to walk through it real fast. It is a terrain bunker. So there is that to be considered. Okay, so just make sure we've got enough to do this here. I think that'll do it. Let's walk around a bit. I think we can, this is a bit steep. I think we can get away with it, but I want to have to redo it. You know what I'm saying, dude? Now this one is really made for solos, dude. Big time. You can do duos. This is so good for just getting started. Says you said with white happens? With wipe? Just gotta find a decent spot over here, boys. You know what? Let me go take a leak real fast, too. What time is it in game? It'll be interesting. We'll go into the nighttime. So we'll be completely on the ground for this. So this is 100% in console. So this is going to take a bit longer, but hopefully this helps for people that are trying to get started. Hang on, I'll take a leak here. BRB real fast. Oh, there we go. Hi, hi. Okay, you guys want to hear something terrifying? So I'm sitting there. You pull up the toilet seat, the first one, and then what do I see under the rim? Freaking spider, big old spider, and I'm like, yikes, dude. The worst. Ah. All right, let me make the other cap real fast too, just to. You might need that. Sorry. Okay, this looks like a good spot. Let's try this. Very good. Yeah, I don't deal with spider. Yeah, I have an irrational fear of spiders, and that's like, I have to like block out that happened in my mind, because it'd be like, I can't function. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, dude. So anytime I'm dropping a deuce, one of these little chodes can just be hanging out down there. No thanks. No thank you. All right. The electric wedge, fully 100% in Rust Console Edition. All right, so we're going to try this build 100% here in the Builder's Paradise server. It is on main branch. This is a terrain bunker, complete with electronics inside, or electricity. This is a terrain bunker, so I'm trying to find the spot here where we get it started. Bear with me. This will be a bit longer than the one that we typically do on PC, but hopefully this will help people that are trying to get started. So while I'm trying to find a good spot in the terrain, my goodness, this is a really great starter for solos and duos. And if you're kind of rich, then you can build more than one of these, and it makes it even more effective. Okay, so right here you can see this is a perfect position. You could do this anywhere, but the shore is the best place. So you see how the two vertical posts are sticking through, but the horizontal's not? Perfect. That's going to be the part that stays twig all the time, and that you're going to knock out and will collapse the roof tile. It'll make sense in a second. So then you stick one tile over there, one tile down here, and we're going to stick a door frame here. And then we're just going to double check to make sure the mechanism works. We have a roof triangle. This is going to be the bunker portion. And then we're going to have the other triangle right there. And then it looks like it locks in. So it's looking good. Okay, perfect. We're going to knock these out. It'll make more sense. It's just a way to check. You want to make sure this stays 100% under the terrain. You can already see that. Just make sure all of these pieces work. And then I'll try to pull back as best I can, like here, so you guys can kind of see what's going on. Okay, now let's go ahead and put, it is a 1x2. And again, this is such a great start on a wipe. I use this all the time. You can get this up and running in like 20 minutes. Okay, so since this is the electric wedge, I do start like this. So we're going to take this and upgrade this to wood. We're going to make this stone when you can afford it. And I do stick a wooden door almost immediately because it just keeps people off your back. And again, this is slower, but this is a lot more realistic. This is how you've always seen me do it, right? Many times. And so I start with this. Then I stick just a wooden frame here. I'm sorry, a window frame. Soft side facing you. This is where the battery's going to go. And then, let me see if I can remember. There's a couple gotchas in here on the Builder's Paradise. Then I want to say, do we put it, yeah, it's like this. So we're going to put the knobs facing you, and we're going to back it into this corner. So line it up with that tile, push it in the back. That should be enough. Authorize and stick a lock on it quickly. Always make sure this door is closed. And so this is typically how I start, because this is all the money I have. And then any stone that you have left, put a cap on it. And then I would say work for your next airlock, which is very important. Oh, this is going to be tricky because we can't fly around. Well, that's the challenge. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we should have gotten that first, huh? Oh, I had it for a second. Well, we'll go outside and try to hit it. Can we get it from here? Please tell me we can. Got it. Whee! Okay, one more time. Got it. Yeah. Okay, so remember, this always stays twig. So the next part that you're going to need for this is stone for this airlock, which is the most important because this gives you the ability to keep people off your doorstep. And yes, things are wood, but that's fine. You're not going to sign off like this. So make that stone. If you're really like broke, you can make that wood as well. Not a big deal. I kind of like say to make that wood at first, and then we'll go ahead and make the door here. Now you have an airlock. Let's go ahead and make that stone. So this is a decent airlock. Not the best, but at least it's a start. So let's go ahead and put the cap on top. Now we're talking. Hopefully it doesn't get too dark while we're doing this. So we still don't have the bunker mechanism, but you can already see this is a 1x2 outside here. Let me just kind of walk around since we don't have the ability to fly. And this area right here is going to be where the battery sits. And this is going to be the bunker entrance. And again, this is just to get you started. You can add on to this a second story. You can build multiple of these. If you already have a main base, you can use this for a farming base. It's good like that. All right, so let's go ahead and get the bunker mechanism sorted out here. So you're going to have this frame here. Go ahead and make this wood. You are going to make this stone. And you can keep this wood. I guess you don't really have to upgrade that one. I know, it seems weird, right? Because you're like, oh man, people can just burn through this. Trust me. And so what I like to do across here, it's probably best we do it like this. We'll leave this twig here, boop, and then we'll stick another twig up here. And then, yes, you can make this wood for now, because, hey, it's about keeping stuff cheap. We're going to make this stone and this wood. And we're going to place, in the console version, we do have to place the ceiling tiles first and then walls, because that's how it cuts the procedural corners. So if you do want to expand, having this square here that I'm standing on is very important, because once you place these and settle them in, you can't place a foundation next to it. So that's why we have that as wood. And then go ahead and face that hard side facing you, and then we can upgrade these to stone. And we're looking pretty good. And now you can actually lock this bunker completely, and there's no metal. Look at this, right? We're just going to walk right in here, and if you crouch back in the corner like so, and put the triangle roof angle right here, so it goes blue. Change this to the same material as the one outside, so this is stone. Look at that. And then the way you get out, isn't that cute? Hot? Boom, just slap that one. That's all you gotta do. Hot. I know. It's the best, dude. It's the best. It's so cheap. Alright, so let's go ahead and flush this out a little bit more, and we'll get some amenities inside. And then we'll put up just a little bit of honeycomb, and we'll get the electricity cooking. Alright, so outside here, we're going to make the half wall, and then this. Hopefully we got it bright enough, because it is getting dark on us. Yeah, see what I mean? This is like so good for getting started. And like I said, if you have a main base, use this one as like the farming base. You collect a little bit of electricity on the side. You can make a little computer station in here to peep and creep on dome. Alright, so right here we have another door. I have that facing inward to create another airlock. And if we have time, I'll show you the other airlock we put on the outside here. So look at this. It's beautiful. And then there's a couple of amenities inside we definitely need before we get going. Alright, so right here, it should snap right. There we go. We'll make this wood because this isn't part of defense at all. And the reason why we have it like this is so we can stand up here and place a medium battery. But the next important thing that we probably should have done first was get your sleeping bag down. I like to stick it right up by the door socket, but keep it just off of it. So we got the double door here, kind of on it, but then back off right up here, and then kind of back off, and then place this, and then just say this is base. Really important, because if you seal your bunker, there's no way in. And then since you're in here, by this time, you probably have enough like metal cooking. So you can change this to a metal door at some point. We can probably knock this off. And really, that's the most important one that you'll need to have, because it keeps people off your door. So like if you're playing and the bunker is open, it kind of keeps people like, yes, they can knock out that wooden door outside, but that's it. You know, like they'll come in here and then they got to do a raid. We got to wait for that cooldown here. So we'll keep putting up more amenities inside here. You have your first level 1. You can place it back here in the corner. Push. Then if you have enough for your first furnace, which I would imagine that you do, we got to craft one here. Where's our furnace? There we go. Gotta love Builder's Paradise. Place it back there, and then you have room for another sleeping bag right there. It's great. All right, did that? Yeah, okay, the bar went away. Great. So we have that opening outward, and again, you'd have code locks if you have your boy online, but so you can already see how, like, if the bunker's open, you still have an airlock here, and you still have metal. So somebody can't just yoke their way in if there's a big group. This stops all the BS. And as you get more metal, you can make this metal. You would upgrade this door frame, but this is about just going cheap at first. So again, as you go to the outpost and buy, or bandit camp and outpost to buy both solar panels and the medium battery, if you don't find them, you can start to place it like so. So we're going to place this guy right here. We're going to put the little dials out towards you. Get it towards the end of this and kind of slowly move it towards you. Should turn blue. There it is. Get it nice and snug in the back. And this is usually before I put the boxes in. And if you don't have this window frame, that's okay. You can use the wooden one, then the metal one. This is the best one to use, or the armored one, but this will get you started. And then let's go ahead and get some electricity situated here before we lose too much daylight. So ideally, you want to have 2 of these for a cluster. 2 solar panels, and having the ramp here is kind of nice. But also, you know, keep in mind, people can also door cape you in this way too. So, you know, it's not, you know, it's cheap. It's cheap. It doesn't have everything, but it gets you started. All right, so northeast here, face this one out this way. I like to do it over the TC. It just gives you more options for expansion later. And yes, you'll move these as you start to upgrade. But hey, it's all about collecting power immediately. So these are the 2 we're going to link up. If we go back inside, let me go ahead and turn on my candle. There we go. It's looking good. So what I like to do is I like to use the ceiling tile for the combiners. I think it's going to be this way. Man, that's real goofy the way. There it goes. Don't tip on me. There's one. I like to place a couple in position because you don't want to have to rewire if you don't have to. So right here, I like to make these purple for the input. So we'll just make this cluster purple. So I don't know if I covered this, but we have northeast and southwest. One is for morning, one is for afternoon. Yes, solar panels produce less power, but they're more consistent from day to day. Wind power is not. And this makes you look low profile. So I'd strongly recommend. If you have a solar panel and a battery, even if it's a car battery, start to charge it. Do not waste, because it's all about time, right? So I think we'll just go like right here, and then I'm kind of just trying to figure out how we're going to, oops. All right, so if you want to backpedal, you can always hit the left trigger. I guess we'll do it like this. I thought it was the other way around, but that's fine. This is good for us, right? Sorry the flicker, but it's kind of a softer light than the other one. And I do like to hide the cables the best I possibly can. And yes, you can adjust this bunker in many different ways. This kind of just gives you a good idea of like the baseline for getting electricity going. It's literally the bunker I use almost all the time. And hey, like a lot of times I start off solo and then the group comes in. So like you can squeeze 3 people in here. It's not comfortable, but you can do it. But if you've got this as a flank base or a farming base, man, it's super OP. And these are kind of just here because once you add that second story, it's going to, you know, you'll rewire these again. And then most of your loot room will be covered down here, so. I'm just trying to make sure this can all be plugged into the battery here, ASAP-y. Let's make the blue wires. We'll bring it down the side here. I tried to do it inside the console version here so you guys get a really good idea of how all this works. It's much slower, but hopefully it helps. I'll bring in the blue cable here. And bring it down the frame. Bring it inside. And then just plug it in the side here. So it's nighttime, so we're not going to get any charge off that, but at least we'll start the charge. And then this way, if we add more solar panels, we can kind of pipe them into the bottom here. So once you learn the root combiner, it's kind of good to put like at least 2. And then the rule of thumb is put at least 1 more than you think. And then that way you don't have to like rewire everything. You can kind of just pipe the other one back into the other. Then let's go ahead and get a light going and maybe a heater. I don't want to make this terribly long. Where's our light at? Where are you? There it is. And the heater. What I like to do, did I make a switch? I did. Look at me. Look at me. Make this guy right here. We'll switch. Put it right down here. I always say to use this. Alright, so this is for the output of the battery. I know it starts with just a little charge. So take the output. We'll run the red wire here. Down the frame. We gotta make that wall wood, by the way. And this goes right up into the switch. And then we can have something like this. So the left side will be for our amenities, so heater and the light, although I don't think we need the heater in this biome, but that's okay. But hey, farming 2.0, we will at some point. Then we're going to have this little guy right here. So again, if you don't need the heater, you can just kind of go without it. So the left side of this is going to be for our amenities inside here, so the heater and the light. So since in this case we're doing it with the full setup, we're doing it with the heater, so that's going to be orange. And then as we come out here, it's going to be green for the light. Did I use green for the light? Yeah, close enough. And then we'll bring this up and over. We won't leave this on for too long because, yeah, we don't have enough charge on the battery. And it is nighttime. All right, so what you want to do here is this takes, is it 3 or 2? I guess we'll find out. I want to say to run these both, it's 3. I could be wrong. And then we confirm. We turn this on. All right, so it's 4. So the heater is 3 and the light is 1. Okay, I knew I was off by something. And what's cool is if you just want the heater on, that's fine. You can just change it back to 3. Or you can just flick the light. But the reason why we have it set up like this is then you can pipe this off to turrets. The right side can go to many other things. Part of a trap base. It kind of makes things really nice like that. Or you can just take this completely out if you want to and just put like a splitter and then have a switch. But it's important to have that light switch right there because it keeps you from like leaking power. So like look, when all this is on, we're using 5 units of power and this will last 20 minutes. Which is not bad. Actually, this will last through the nighttime. Not too bad. All right, so let's get this knocked off here. This is a loot room here. I won't spend too much time on this. You can do this in many different ways. Pack in your boxes as you please, but keep them real tight. In a pinch, let me just show you a technique I've been using as a solo, or at least when I'm starting as a solo. Sometimes your airlock in the front and your bunker portion is contested pretty heavily. So sometimes if it's like in your cooking and you don't want to have it exposed, you can just place one of these like right here in the time being and cook. Right? Pretty hot. Just saying, that's an option. Then you can kind of move it out. But you're like, hey, 2 furnaces are not going to be enough. Agreed. So let's go ahead and make the airlock out here. Look at this. We already got the basic amenities here. That's right. So we're going to make the airlock. Hopefully we have enough terrain for this. Okay, so right here you can see this is where the bunker closes. So you're going to place, normally you can place a, what is this, a triangle foundation. See how it's elevated? That's where you want it. You place one in the back and place one towards you. And then knock this one out. So you have room for your bunker. Then I like to place walls here that are stone. And then we place a door frame here. So this will be stone. And this will also be stone. So what we can do, let's go ahead and make these doors real quick. I like to say I have nothing. You know what I mean? Really get that deception going. So anything that's stone, I like to make a metal door, but I like to hide it with the wood. A lot of people are like, man, that base sucks. I'm like, that's the idea. It's supposed to look like this. Because let's be honest, if you're a Zerg and you haven't pulled aggro, you're probably not going to hit this base because it looks like doo-doo butter. Right? And it's important I leave these wood. Because all you need to do is just keep people off your back long enough, right? So this is a single pass-through airlock. You know, it opens inward. This opens in like that, so if somebody DBs you, they can't just walk back out. They got to fight their way out. It should be fairly common for most people, but if it's not, that's why. Just makes it so people can't run deep on you. And so what this does, this protects your upper deck, and so you can leave your bunker with some level of safety, and this gives you another area to do some processing. I'll catch up on chat here in a second. I see it moving. I'm sorry. Let's get the radioactive one here. See, like, we can put an extra furnace here. Okay, so you're like, man, that's wide open. That's not that great. I get you. So what we can do here is, this would be like a shelf. We'll put a cap on this. This just needs to be wood, nothing crazy. These also can just be wood. And then what we'll do here is we'll give ourselves roof access. And we'll make this a wooden frame as well because later on, if you build a second floor, you're going to want to make this like a garage door. I do like to make this one stone, but if you can't afford it, wood is fine. Again, it's about just keep people off your back. I like to leave this here. It makes the jump a bit easier, but I leave a twig. That way you can knock it out if you need to. Not a big deal. These can be, these will eventually be stone. I guess we'll make them stone to kind of confuse the matter for people that are looking at the base. And what this does is, this gives you roof access. It gives you multiple ways to leave the base, but it also confuses the raider, and it definitely works. Oh my goodness. This works so well. I've seen people raid the outside of this so many times. As long as you stick your valuables on the interior, you're good to go. And then a lot of times I'll try to stick another door here if I can afford it. Sometimes that'll be stone. You know what? We'll make that stone. Yeah, we're rich. Here we go. And then we'll have this one open like so. That way, like, you've got so many different ways to leave the base, and it's not really going to affect anybody. It's not going to affect their, like, overall raid. So then I guess if this is all stone on the interior, let's go ahead and make this stone. Just know that if you don't have the stone right away, which is totally possible, you can make this wood. It's about keeping people off your back and giving yourself room to, you know, just get out of the base. And see how cheap this is? This is dirt cheap. Let me go ahead and open this on the interior. There we go. So if you do have both metal on the interior and like stone, like this, the light up door, then you should most definitely make everything on the interior here that's part of this airlock stone. But if you look on the outside, it is extremely confusing for a raider. Because you see this mixture of like, what is this? Oh yeah, we can knock this off in the back. You're like, what is this? It looks like nobody knows what they're doing, right? And you're just like, what? Why? How? Oh yeah, we don't need to make that because that's the airlock goes in. Yeah, so like if you have this patchy work like this, it just confuses people. It's so cheap, right? And as long as you do it modular like I was showing, it makes it so accessible for a solo. It's really great for a jumping off point. If you need a starter base and you want to do a bigger base, this is a good start. You can use this as a farming base later if you decide to build somewhere else. It's just a great base. Even I've seen a lot of this on PC now. We can pick up some of this stuff, or even on the second floor, you can put it in a computer station so you can peep on dome. You can use this as another base to store more electricity. It makes it super OP. And let's go ahead and look at the upkeep. Look at that, 947 stone, so that's a stone node, 60 metal fragments, 60. And so that's a metal node and a tree, so 402 wood. Easy, easy. And then if we just make a couple quick upgrades like this, let's say we don't even have the garage door, right? Because that happens. Say we don't even have that. You just want a metal door. That's okay. Boom. The cost only goes up a little bit. And if you're solo, definitely use the wooden locks for sure. And then as soon as you get this frame, slap it up. And if you don't have it, remember, just stick the wooden frames or anything else that'll go in that slot, and then it makes it more OP. So let's go ahead and look at that upkeep again. Look at that. 967 stone, 94 metal fragments, 342 wood. And then again, if you're trying to beef up this base, we'll just show a couple quick upgrades you can do. Look at this. You have like all this roof access. And remember, you can always soft side out these walls and stuff if you want to upgrade this base to a second floor. So if you want a honeycomb, you honeycomb out here. Each of these are going to cost you 900 stone per triangle. You can honeycomb this, although it makes it a bit tight on this door. I usually tell people to make this metal first to really kind of confuse the issue. And then just make these stone. I guess you can make that metal. We might as well since I accidentally hit it. Yeah, so each of these triangles will cost you 900. So they're basically a stone node for each, what is this? Honeycomb. Yeah, very, very versatile. You can start off in the very basic piece with like a handful of stone. You can get your little airlock going, and you don't even need any blueprints or even metal fragments for that matter to get started. And it gives you just enough protection to keep people off your back. And the wood really draws people in such a way where they're like, oh, this is trash, you know? Because if you've got a bunch of C4, because it's expensive, I know it's not impossible to make, but like, think about it. If you see a 1x2 that's got these doo-doo butter like improvements, you're like, probably not going to waste our C4 on that. And that's the idea. Unless you give them a reason to, this is hot. This keeps it juicy. I probably should have made the caps on those before I did that. I automatically assume I can fly around. Man, custom servers are going to be so good. I'm just going to finish up these upgrades here so you can see what this looks like, and we'll see how much it costs. We'll have to jump upstairs. We'll hit the TC. And this is something you can use today, dude. This It's very versatile. And then you can also, so the core of this is a 1x2. You can turn this into, uh-oh, did we just get kicked? Ooh, it can turn this into a 2x2 with the same mechanism. Just make sure the terrain portion works in the front. Well, it looks like we froze for some reason, so I guess that's where the electric wedge is going to stop, but you get the idea. I think we full-on crashed. We're like hanging over here, so there you go. That's the wedge. Pretty crazy, dude. What's going on? Yeah, we're full-on stuck. Um, yeah, 100% crashed. That's crazy, dude. Hold on, give me a second. What's up, boys? Philip says, see y'all later. Thanks, man. Sorry I didn't catch you. Love you. I had to make sure we got through that in a decent amount of time. It crashes on us. We're trying to show the wedge. Hey, well, you know, it's as real as it gets. Hey, let me make sure this is all like... Give me a second. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I know it's annoying. Sorry, just trying to sign back in. Apologies. It's crazy, right? That it just got stuck like that? What's up, Rust Stalker? What's up, dude? What's up, baby? Do you think that helped? Like seeing it in the Rust version? Or the console version, excuse me? Or is it, are you guys indifferent? Mm. Yeah, we'll be able to take out the privacy screen here in a sec. That's pretty funny that it crashed, right? You're like, what? What's up, baby? So yeah, there you go. Let's go ahead and go over the cost real quick, even though I totally ate it. Put a cap on these here. And then you would move those solar panels to the top of the array that you have in here, the top of this airlock. Did it just freeze again? Okay, well, looks like we're going to regular. Wow, we broke it, dude. It's not like I'm on an old system. Whoa, dude. Whoa. Well. Okay, I guess we'll go to the normal one. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Apologies. That's crazy. Maybe that's crazy. Hang on, bear with me. Sorry. Got rated again? Oh. Well, you guys gonna, I mean, it's early. You guys gonna bounce back? Do it. Freaking do it. We might poke in on the server and we'll see where we're at here. Because it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Man, dude, I did not expect it to crash like that. But hey. Hey. I don't want to say out loud where I'm at. Okay. That's wacky, huh? Get back in there to do the fight. Oh. Alright, bear with me. We're getting in there. Oh, I just realized I hit 67,000. That's crazy, dude. That's so crazy. 67,000. So that's so many. Yeah, I remember my first 25. I remember my first 50. I remember my first 100. Alright, so we're back in here. Let me take off this privacy screen. Hot Pockets? Delicious. Probably not good for you, but delicious. Okay. We're back in the mix, boys. Beep boo. Okay. Alright, we'll just keep walking. Let's see what we find. Yeah, I remember the first 100. I remember the first 200, 500, then 1,000. You're like, that's crazy. Now it's at 67,000. That's insane. Beautiful. I love this game. It's so great. Let's just walk around and see what we can find, boys. You made wipe? Okay. Yeah, see, like, today's wipe day for, well, for some. I mean, some servers didn't wipe, but... Yeah, it's a good time. Like, if you're on monthly, it's getting a little stale. Dude, jump on a weekly and just freaking go ham. That's all I've been eating nowadays? Yeah. Whenever you're in deep, I feel that. Granola bars, all this stuff that's, like, not good for you long term. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna smash. Is that a kayak? I want that. We're gonna go steal it. We're definitely gonna go steal that. Philly cheesesteak bus, and yeah, that's a good one. Although it definitely like just shreds your mouth. 100%. All right, think we have enough for a thingy? Are you bussin'? Philly cheesesteak be bussin'. Maybe I should jump on week. Yeah, dude, do it. Bust out the wedge, baby. Get crazy. I love free stuff. It's the best. You just feel like you're winning, right? In this game, you're like, oh, it's somebody's junk. I'm gonna take it. I think I have to be standing on it to steal it. Maybe not. No, I do not. Stolen. Oh, it's broken now. Boo. What's up, Zeus? I'm 90% wet. You have any more updates about custom servers? I think I've got... This one's relatively new. I don't even think it's a week old, is it? Are you busting? I am busting. Oh, I didn't mean to plant that. What an idiot. I love the fishing village. Dude. Hold on. Yeah, I can't believe the build server crashed that many times. Actually, I can, but... It's nutty. You're nutty. Says, bro, small oil is so easy. 6 heavies. Says for a locked. Yes, sir. Oh, I know, right? So we got the music going in the background. But yeah, as a solo or even small group, if you are just going to go like semi-casual, the fishing village is the absolute best way to get started during a wipe. Or even if you're jumping to a weekly server, think about it. You sit here in the safe zone, you fish, and then you trade it for scrap, which is essentially money, right? Then you can get things like scuba equipment. You can go out and hit the underwater crates. Here's the exchange right here. Yeah, boy. So many different things you can do right here. And you can fish for shark off the pier right outside. It's OP. And then when you get enough scrap, heck, you can grab a boat and hit cargo ship. Let's get crazy. Fishing village. It OP. This is all I've had today is Hot Pockets and microwavable what? With chimichangas? Chimichangas. Now, I don't think you can sign out here just like you can't sign out at the outpost, or at least it's designed not to be. If it's the other fishing village, you can hide in that one boat on the top, which is pretty cool. This is so overlooked, you know? Just make a fishing pole, start fishing, make scrap. It's underrated, dude. People just don't use it enough. Uh, 2x servers, I believe, are on PTB. So are target practice servers. They shifted over to PTB. Yeepoo. What's up, baby? We'll see what we can grab on the way here, and we'll see where we're at. Because we might wrap it up a bit early, just so we can go ham tomorrow. Dude, so many things we got going on. We got the Star Citizen 318 just hit main. We've got Rust cooking. We got a ton of Rust content coming. There's videos and such. Let's see what else we have. KSB2, Kerbal Space Program 2. That might be Saturday or Sunday, to be real, but we'll still have Rust content. Don't you worry, dude. It's gonna be a fun weekend, my guy. This might do that instead of sleeping. Yeah, now you're talking. Sleeping's for pussies. Nah, you need sleep. I get it. It all depends on what we get on the roll here. Ooh, we got a crate. What's up? This is Jade. Do you think the mixing table come with farming? Yes, 100%. It was all part of the update. Unless they decide to do some weird cut to it, and I don't think that's the case. They literally are part of the same thing. So we're looking at buffs and teas and all kinds of crazy stuff coming in. You wouldn't think the farming update is cool, but it is. Yeah, because at first I was like, oh, that's neat, but like that's not like what I do. And then you're like, oh no, it's definitely a part of the game now. Like you have to, you know. So you'll steal like super clones. Let's put it that way. And people fight over clean water. It is a thing. You think mixing tables will ever come to farming? Nope, I just got the one. It says, how many turrets can you run off of one battery? So a medium battery, you can run 3. Actually, you could technically run 4. But you have to be careful about how you split the power. And then a large battery, you can do 9. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What's up, Frankie Hernandez? Welcome back. By the way. Mr. Hernandez. Sorry, I'm double checking the map. Man, Rust Plus is gonna be so dope. Oh. Perfect. It says I might make a low-key 2x2. Do it. I'd say start with like a 1x2. Start with a wedge. Or if you want to get ballsy, do a crowbar. Which is essentially the wedge, but it's a 2x2. Oh, somebody's rich. Look at this. Fucking Uber Eats in the sky. Alright, let me double check something real quick. This is probably sketchy to the max. It is. Hold on, this is dangerous. Ah, very good. Very good. Alright, let's grind this up. Oh, I hit the... There we go. I bet there's something respawning there. Nope, okay. Back in the day, you could do some crazy jumps to get on top of this. You could definitely do it with your crew. I haven't really tried it here on the console version. Not yet. Screenshot? What? Then the boys were talking about running some, what do you call it? DayZ. Probably next week. Our weekend's gonna be so busy with stuff. Which is great. It's a good problem to have. I'm not complaining. It's a good thing. Like, Icarus got an update too. Says farming update will be awesome for solos. No more AFK. Says we'll be making GP, leaving the crafting roam. It says can't wait for it to come. Yeah. Oh, Jason, more. Man, what a jerk. Dump aggro from that fool. Somebody clean this up. Man, I want helicopters so bad I can taste it. Do you know what I mean? I want to see if this is still possible on this backside. Hold on. You can jump off your boy to do it? I could have swore we had a way to do it. Ooh, we might be able to do it like this. Dee doo dee. Nah, you definitely need your boy, I think. I thought there was a way we jumped up. There's some dirty spots at the harbor, for sure. Did we check those back there? I think we did. I mean, hey, I'll take it. Oh my goodness. Somebody doesn't know how to dock barges, huh? Yeah, burlap kickstand at launch site. It's nice. Yeah. Crabs. Crabs, crabs. Crab, crab. There we go. That's good. Ooh, we got like a station over there. Not too bad. We got some good monuments kind of clustered up here. I'll take that. We get telephones? I don't know. I would assume that we will, but I don't know if it falls in the category of like signs, because they're like, oh, we don't have a good way to like regulate the whatever. But I'm like, we also have like game chat, so I would assume that we would. Oh, dude, the telephones are so much fun. They're a blast. I wonder how they're gonna do DLC, because that's kind of how it all works. Although there are standard telephones in the game. Oh wow, 2 paddles. Look at me, I'm rich. We can definitely learn one. Paddle OP. Paddle OP. Probably have my paddle out, yes. Oh, there's a guy right there. Jumping away, I'm sure he just got that back corner. Yep, he's doubling back. Not today, son. I heard that. I heard it go past my head. I heard that go past my head. Greedy. I looked. I think I was jumping around like I had an M and K adapter or something. You see how spastic he was? Oh, jeez. Salvation. Jay, what's your favorite game besides Rust? I mean, Rust is up there. Let's see. I mean, I like lots of games. Minecraft is freaking dope. I'm gonna have to get a bag down, sir. First talker says, love your vids, Jay. Thanks, baby. Is there a good way to go AFK on console, says Frankie Hernandez. Well, make sure your controller's plugged in and sit at the chill zone at the outpost. Just make sure you're not, you know, if you get signed out, make sure it's no longer than 20 minutes or the outpost will kill you. Yes. Oh, I have plenty. I'm rich. I'm rich. Oh yeah, it will. This is Jade. Are you a water pipe slug enjoyer? If I have the BP, yeah. Those butt cheeks. We'll probably have enough to get some things going here. Like we got enough for that. I don't think we can learn these now when they're broken, unfortunately. This is Jade. How do you feel about weeklies? I mean, it would be nice if we had bi-weeklies. It would be nice. Let's at least get one sleeping bag down. Budget Bolty. It's probably more effective with the recoil. What do they call it? The recoil update? It's dirty in this version, but it's dirtier in the newer. I think they're even gonna nerf it. There's a Doge right there. Great. Ooh, I see. Oh, I thought it was a brown box. I got excited. Got some blue boxes. That's promising. Let's see if this dog scared away anybody getting these. Gotta place that bag down. Playing with fire. Come on, give it blue. Eh. Yay, I placed it. This is Mike in a hot pocket here in a second. You won't. Do it. Ooh, we got a rug. Okay, so I don't think this is terrible for us to kind of like just get a light start. We got the paddle. Got some stuff going here. Not too bad. So it is almost 2:30. Wow, dude, time flies. So I think normally we would go longer, obviously, but I think we'll probably stop here for the evening so we can pick it up tomorrow with the quickness. If I get my timing right, I think we can at least do 2 streams. One for Rust, and I think one for KSP or Sons of the Forest. I'm not sure what the secondary one's going to be. Or it could just be, if we end up getting it real deep on Rust, it could just be like 6-10 hours of Rust. Who knows? But we'll have plenty of Rust videos tomorrow, and we're going to have some live stream action, so it's going to be a good time. Got a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipe. Very exciting stuff, not only with the update, but with the update that's currently in the game. So yeah, good time to be playing, I think. Yeah, appreciate you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Love ya. Be sure to drop a like and a subscribe. Turn on those notifications if you think it's something you'd like to watch, and hopefully we'll see you guys again tomorrow. We got a full day of hot Rust action. Love your bush. Bye. And Bay says goodbye, cutie. Thanks. Thanks, sweet cheeks.